Welcome to the sacred Egyptian order. Today, we're stepping back over 3,000 years to the reign of Pharaoh Amenhotep III, the ruler who led Egypt during its most prosperous and opulent era, the Golden Age. His reign wasn't marked by war and conquest, but by diplomacy, luxury, and monumental architecture. But what made Amenhotep III such a legendary figure? Let's explore the life and legacy of one of ancient Egypt's greatest pharaohs. Amenhotep III, also known as Nebma'ita, ruled Egypt during the 18th dynasty from 1391 to 1353 BCE. His reign lasted nearly 40 years, making it one of the longest and most stable in Egyptian history. He inherited a vast and wealthy empire, thanks to the military conquests of his grandfather Thutmose III and father, Amenhotep II. But instead of expanding through warfare, Amenhotep III focused on diplomacy, art, and grand construction projects that reshaped Egypt forever. Amenhotep III's Egypt was a land of immense wealth. Trade routes flourished, bringing in gold from Nubia, lapis lazuli from Afghanistan, cedar from Lebanon, and luxury goods from across the ancient world. Egypt's treasury overflowed with riches, and the pharaoh used this wealth to commission breathtaking monuments and temples. With this economic power, Amenhotep III was able to rule with confidence, strengthening Egypt's influence without the need for military campaigns. One of the greatest aspects of Amenhotep III's reign was his dedication to building. He ordered the construction of massive temples, monuments, and statues, many of which still stand today. The most famous of these are the Colossi of Memnon, two massive statues that once guarded his grand mortuary temple in Thebes. This temple was one of the largest ever built, but was later destroyed by floods and looting. Unlike many pharaohs before him, Amenhotep III didn't rely on military conquest to expand Egypt's power. Instead, he mastered diplomacy, forming alliances with powerful kingdoms such as Mitanni, Babylon, and Assyria. Through a series of diplomatic marriages, he strengthened Egypt's influence across the Near East. These royal marriages not only secured peace but also brought prestige and valuable gifts to Egypt's royal court. Amenhotep III was deeply devoted to the god Amun, and during his reign, the Amun priesthood became more powerful than ever. Karnak Temple, the religious heart of Egypt, was expanded significantly under his rule. This growing influence of Amun's priests would later set the stage for religious conflicts during his son Akhenaten's reign. Amenhotep III's reign was also defined by the influence of his queen, Tiye. She wasn't just a royal wife, she was a political powerhouse in her own right. She advised the king, handled foreign correspondence, and was even depicted as equal to Amenhotep III in some reliefs, a rarity in ancient Egyptian history. In his later years, Amenhotep III was no longer just a king, he was worshipped as a god in his lifetime. He built temples dedicated to himself, and inscriptions began portraying him as a divine figure. This marked a shift in the way Egyptian rulers were viewed and laid the foundation for future pharaohs to embrace divine kingship. Amenhotep III left behind a legacy of peace, prosperity, and grandeur. His architectural wonders, diplomatic mastery, and religious influence shaped Egypt for generations to come. But his son, Akhenaten, would take Egypt in a drastically different direction, one that would challenge everything Amenhotep III built. But that's a story for another time. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the life of Amenhotep III, the pharaoh who ruled in Egypt's golden age. What do you think was his greatest achievement? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more deep dives into the wonders of ancient Egypt. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.